Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Greetings everybody, guys. Now just a few words on the gold market. So if you have read our weekly research, you probably remember that we have come to conclusion that gold really could show slightly more action to the upside, because on the weekly chart and on the daily market hasn't quite reached the target around 1285 area. So you can see, although on Friday market stand really close to the 127 extension and the butterfly completion point, it hasn't happened absolutely. So that's why probably it will try to touch it and will gravitate to this area on the nearest time. Besides, right now market is not at a very bad on the daily, on the weekly chart, so it has the room to move slightly higher, and market hasn't quite reached the weekly 1285 fib resistance. So that's why it's logical to suggest that market could move slightly higher, just a few bucks to the upside, before real retracement will start. On the daily chart, guys, we still take a look at the probable double repo sell pattern, although it mostly become a lookalike pattern, since the consolidation is too significant between the targets, between the tops of the double repo. If even we suggest that this will be the second top of the double repo, this is the first top, close below 3x3, close above, no close below 3x3, this will be new top, then will be close below. This will be too much consolidation between the tops, although market will form the new extreme point. That's why it's better to call it as the lookalike with the less chance to success. So anyway, if even we will exclude the double repo pattern, we'll take a look directly on this butterfly. Some retracement still could happen here, because market has come to some logical point, but this was really new thrust up on the new anticipation of the investors, the new assessment of the investors on the gold market. This rally has happened, market has finalized it, or is finalizing it with this butterfly, and logical to suggest some retracement with respect to this area, since market also will reach very strong resistance area. So within the current session and the next session, probably we will be now we need to get the touching of this 1285 area that we see here, and the chance on this subject is very significant, because we will take a look at the 4-hour time frame chart. Here we also see some bullish dynamic pressure is growing. This market has turned trend bearish, but market's forming higher action to the upside, usually it leads to taking out of this top. Besides, just take a look what has happened. The first time when the market take out the top was here, right before non-farm payrolls release. Okay, but it seems that at this top, market hasn't quite reached the stops that has been placed above this extreme point. So because you can see that this stop stands very close to this one, and we do not see any reaction on the stop triggering. While on the non-farm payrolls release, you can see that this has happened. Market indeed has grabbed the stops here and dropped lower, and has formed this very good looking evening star pattern that we have discussed in our weekly research. But right now, as you can see, that instead of the moving lower, when the stops already has been grabbed, market gradually is moving to the upside. This is not very typical action for Morningstar pattern. And if you remember our concern in the weekly research, we said, well, how market will continue to move to 1285? Whether it will first show retracement to the confluence at 1245 and complete this morning star and then turn to the upside, or it immediately will turn to the upside and then will start retracement. So it seems that currently gold is choosing the second way, and start moving to the upside. It almost has erased this pattern. On the hourly chart, guys, we need to watch for two possible patterns. Still, as you can see that current retracement is still stand inside the body of this evening star. It still is possible downward continuation here because the validation point of this pattern stands right at the top. So if market will take out of this top, in this case we could say definitely that yes, we probably will go to 1285. But here, for example, guys, these two patterns are possible on the hourly chart. Take a look. This first pattern that we could get based on this evening star is the Garden's triple two sell, so this thrust of the morning star. Sorry, it's the morning star. And evening star. So the slope of this pattern, ABC retracement, that gives us some kind of the Garden's triple two sell. And market right now stands right at the completion point of this minor ABCD pattern. So it will turn down right now. In this case, we still could get the reaction based on this candlestick pattern, and market form some kind of the A, B, C, top, D pattern down right till 1245, and will complete the evening star pattern here. At the same time, if market will move higher here, and especially when it will take out of this top, in this case we probably will turn to the bottom line that will lead us directly to 1285. We will complete all chain of the different levels, patterns that then starts from the weekly chart and lower. So weekly, daily, and intraday charts and so on. My opinion, guys, is that chances on the upward continuation are greater than the turning down here, because in general, when you got this some kind of such sort of the action, and when the market doesn't continue move down almost immediately, so we could accept, for example, minor retracement here as it was formed and then turn down. This will be nice. But when the market stubbornly creeping higher and higher, this is not very typical for such kind of the patterns as evening star. That's why it increases chance on the further upward continuation. In my opinion, guys, that we still probably will get the first action to the 1285. As directly market will continue with this butterfly. Besides, the rule of the markets, the technical analysis, that the patterns on the higher frames overrule the patterns on the lower time frame. So since we have uncompleted for just a few bucks patterns on the daily chart, it has more power, more importance than the patterns on the hourly chart, if even this is the Garden's triple two sell or something of that sort. That's why I still think that probably chances on the hitting 1285 first are greater than the retracement. So it means that retracement probably will happen after market will hit the 1285. So that's been said. Today we are waiting for reaching of 1285 area, completion of this butterfly, getting the market right at the weekly resistance, and after that we will see what will happen. So chances on retracement are really not bad. This market really could show some drop lower here. On the long-term perspective, this retracement we are waiting for taking the long position. Whether we will trade it short, well, we will see. If we will get really cool and clear setup here on the bearish side, why not? We also could try to take the short position. But first, let's wait when the market will complete the chain of the targets around 1285 area.